Hi, my name's Dr Justin Coulson. I often hear parents ask me questions like this. I have a smart child. Why don't they think before they act? Well, there's a few reasons, and to really understand why our children behave the way they do, we need to understand what's going on inside their brains. You see, until they're adults in their 20s, their brain isn't fully developed, and as a result, it means that they often make decisions that we'd probably call unwise. One of the most important reasons for this is because they're highly attracted to rewards and they don't tend to think much about risks. Why would they do that? Well, this part of the brain right here is what we call the prefrontal cortex, and it's the executive of the brain. The prefrontal cortex decides what we do, when we'll do it, and why, and it thinks about risks and consequences. Because it's not very well developed, another part of the brain often takes over. It's called the limbic system. It's right here in the middle. And if you've ever had a 2-year-old, you know that their limbic system works just fine because it's the emotional center of the brain. In the limbic system is a little part of the brain called the amygdala. And the amygdala can sometimes hijack the entire brain. It's when our children go into meltdown or when they just get so emotional that they stop thinking and using this part of the brain. As a result, sometimes they make unwise decisions. And in childhood and adolescence, the two times that that's most likely to happen are, number one, when they're with friends, or number two, when they're emotional. Our job as parents is to help them to make wise decisions with friends and not get too emotional. If we can do those two things, the prefrontal cortex, the executive, will think things through, the limbic system won't be in charge, and they won't succumb to any amygdala hijacks. Life Education wants to support you in understanding your children. So hopefully this is helpful for knowing how our children's brains work. That way you can work with them to make safe, healthy decisions by helping them to stay in places where emotions don't override their thinking.